Hi there, my name is John Max. Car accidents can throw everything off in an instant. One moment you're focused on your day, and the next you're dealing with calls, paperwork, and a lot of questions that don't really have clear answers right away. See, most people are not prepared for that situation, and that is completely normal. Here's what people usually experience. After an accident, the first concern is usually your health. Even if things seem minor at first, some symptoms take time to show up. That's something that most people don't really expect. And at the same time, the insurance process begins almost immediately. You might start getting calls, questions, or requests for statements. It can feel like things are moving very quickly, even when you're still trying to just process what's happened. And if more than one vehicle is involved, or if the situation is more complex, it can be even harder to keep track of everything. So this is where things get confusing. This is where a lot of the confusion starts. Some people try to handle everything on their own, thinking it'll all be straightforward. Others feel pressure to respond quickly to insurance without fully understanding what's actually being asked. And there are also cases where people kind of assume everything is fine in the moment because they feel okay in that moment, only to realize later that the situation is more complicated than they thought. None of this happens because people make bad decisions. It usually happens because they don't have clear information early on. Why people start looking for help. At some point, many people start searching for a Phoenix car accident lawyer. Not necessarily because they want to take legal action right away, but because they want to understand what is going on. They want to know what applies to their situation, what next steps make sense, and what to expect while moving forward. See, having that kind of clarity can make the whole situation feel much more manageable. The real impact. An accident is not just about the moment it happens. It can affect your routine, your work, and even simple day-to-day activities. Some people deal with discomfort, and that makes it harder to focus. Others find that they need to adjust how they go about their daily responsibilities. And on top of all of that, there's the stress of trying to figure everything out while also recovering. And that combination can be extremely overwhelming. A simple way to get clarity. For people who are unsure about where to start, having access to the right information can make a big difference. There's actually a free Arizona service that connects people with local attorneys based on their situation. It's not about committing to anything right away. It's simply a way to ask questions, understand what applies to you, and get a clearer picture of your options. Let's look at how that works. The process is very simple. You can visit findmyattorneys.com and call 800-276-9007. That's 800-276-9007. You can explain your situation, ask questions, and get connected with somebody who can provide more information if you need it. This service is available in Arizona, Colorado, Michigan, and Virginia. So if you're located in any of those areas, you can still use it to get clarity. It's meant to give you information so you can decide what makes sense for you. Why timing matters. One thing that's often overlooked is timing. There are general timelines and steps that you can apply depending on the situation. So waiting too long to understand your options can sometimes make things more complicated later on. This does not mean rushing into decisions. It simply means getting informed early so you have a better understanding of where you stand. Keeping it simple. At the end of the day, the most important thing is not trying to figure everything out alone. Getting clear, straightforward information can take a lot of the pressure off. It helps you move forward with more confidence instead of uncertainty. If you want to learn more or just get some clarity on your situation, you can visit findmyattorneys.com and call 800-276-9007. This is not a law firm or legal advice. I help with a free Arizona service that connects people with local attorneys. If you're dealing with a situation like this, taking a moment to understand your options can make things feel a lot more manageable. You do not have to figure everything out on your own. If you need more information or just want to speak with someone, you can visit findmyattorneys.com and call 800-276-9007. Take care. And I hope this moves you forward with a little more clarity. Good luck.